Secretariat, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, good morning, everyone. For the record, this opening of quotations is conducted pursuant to Section 34 of the IRR of 12009 on the small value procurement. And this meeting is being recorded and live streamed in our official YouTube channel pursuant to Section 38 of the same IRR. Mr. Chair, you may.
Thank you. The opening of quotations for the following procurement projects with contract ID number RFQ-25-023 and RFQ number 25-024 is hereby called to order. Time is 9:14, December 11, 2025. Meeting room, procurement building, this office. Secretariat, please conduct the roll call.
Yes, Mr. Chair. So, as a matter of procedure, please respond with present and raise your hand once your name is called to acknowledge your attendance and to determine whether the quorum is established. For the Bids and Awards Committee, we have the chairperson, Mr. Mark Luis Visampilo,
Present.
the vice chairperson, Engineer Delfin Eloy Jr., regular members, Engineer Rinaldo P. Dacera, Engineer Edwin K. Lansar, and Engineer Binibici Urapa. We also have provisional members, Engineer Rene Ian, present, and Engineer Abilina D. Molabola. For the technical working group, we have the head, Engineer Mike J. Pilola, the assistant head, Engineer Jeffrey F. Vitana, members, Engineer Karen Joy G. Ramos, and Engineer Sam Jan C. Catolico. Present. For the secretariat, yours truly, Engineer Emmanuel Marisacro. We have BACSEC member for goods and services, Mrs. Kisia Adeline Catolico, and the procurement staff, Engineer Azilan Becerra, Ms. Maria Desiree Joseph, Ms. Maria de Vivian A. Loreto, Mrs. Remedios B. Ginguni, and Mr. Mark Anthony Avelino. Mr. Chair, we also have representatives from the following suppliers. We have Ms. Michelle A. Oleta from PFB Marketing. We have Mr. Jason Cormista from Tacloban TNT Ventures Corporation. And we have Mr. Carlo Inales of DRJ Office and School Supplies. And also, Mr. Chair, for the record, announcing the arrival of Engineer Philip C. Urapa. So for this opening of quotations, Mr. Chair, 5 out of 7 members of the committee are present, hence a quorum is invited. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. For the record, the BAC is a political body composed of 7 members in accordance with Section 42.2 and 42.3 of the IRR of RE 12009. A quorum consists of at least 4 members, including the chairperson or, in his/her absence, the vice chairperson, and the decision at least a majority of those present at the meeting with quorum shall be valid and binding as an act of the BAC. With the chairperson or the vice chairperson when presiding, voting only in case of a tie. The secretariat is directed to reflect all such decisions properly in the minutes. The committee will follow the agenda as indicated in the opening of quotations notice. Secretariat, please read the agenda.
So for today's opening of quotations, the following are the agenda. Number 1, call to order. Second agenda is the opening of the RFQs, reading and encoding of the ABC and the quotations for the quoted prices, to be followed by the preliminary examination of the eligibility, technical, and other requirements based on the RFQ terms and conditions. Agenda 3 will be comments or reactions from our prospective suppliers and bidders and BAC members, and last is adjournment. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. May I hear a motion to adopt the agenda as written?
Motion to adopt the
Second. Any objection? There being no objection, the agenda is adopted. We now proceed to agenda 2. Before we open any bids, let us place on the record the status of this submission. And in accordance with the notice of posting of the request for quotations, the period for submission of quotations for these contracts ended at 9 a.m. today, December 11, 2025, at this venue. And RFQs or proposals received by the bank to the bank secretariat for and on the behalf of the bank using the following modes. Number one, physical submission is a self-developed in person and electronic submission via the official bank email address indicated in the RFQ. Any RFQ or proposal submitted after the deadline was not accepted, and any attempted late submission, if any, shall be noted in the minutes with the name of the supplier, its representative, if applicable, and the exact time of attempted submission. For the guidance of everyone, the procedure for Agenda 2 is as follows, consistent with Section 34, Small Value Procurement of the IRR of RA 12009. The procedure under this agenda shall be as follows. Number one, unlike competitive bidding under the envelope system, this small value procurement is undertaken through RFQs, where each supplier submits one RFQ from form for each contract in which they are participating, either through a self-physical submission or via official bank secretariat email indicated in the notice of posting of the RFQ and in the RFQ form itself, consisting of the duly accomplished and signed RFQ form, which already indicates the total quoted price, together with the required eligibility, technical and other documents stated in the RFQ terms and conditions. For RFQ submitted in sealed envelopes, the bank will receive from the bank secretariat the RFQ's envelope for this project, confirmed with their labels and open one at a time on record. Number two, for RFQ submitted via email, the printed RFQ and its attachments as received in the official bank email shall likewise be taken back one at a time, duly identified on the record as RFQ submitted via email and open for reading and preliminary examination. Number three, once an RFQ has been opened, whether for form of a sealed envelope or from its printed email copy and the contents retrieved, the bank DPWH shall refer the accomplished RFQ from the bank to the bank chairperson for reading of the approved budget ceiling or the ABC and the supplier's quoted price. The bank DPWH shall then encode the name of the supplier and the quoted price in the abstract of quotations. Simultaneously, the bank secretariat shall also show the quotation price on screen. Number four, thereafter, the bank chairperson shall return the open RFQ and supporting documents to the bank DPWH, which shall conduct a non-discretionary pass-fail preliminary examination of the eligibility, technical and other documentary requirements based on the RFQ terms and conditions and approved technical specifications. Number five, the preliminary examination shall include the presence and basic compliance with the terms and conditions of the RFQ, including compliance of the total price with the approved budget ceiling or the ABC as stated in the RFQ. And number six, the reading of the prices today does not yet constitute an award. The bank will recommend only in favor of the supplier whose quotation is found to be lowest calculated responsive quotation. After completion of the evaluation and post-qualification and approval by the head of the procuring entity. We now take up RFQ number 25-023. Secretariat, for the record, how many RFQs or quotations we received for this procurement and from whom?
Yes, Mr. Chair. So for the record, for RFQ number 25-023 or the procurement or purchase of various office supplies for use in the office of DPWH Leyte 5th District Engineering Office, Baybay City, Leyte, the Secretariat received 5 quotations, one via email and 4 sealed envelopes. So the following are the suppliers, Mr. Chair. First is DEO Trading. It's submitted via email on December 10 at 12:49 p.m. We printed their quotation and placed it inside a sealed brown envelope together with the proof of sending. And then we also have DRJ Office and School Supplies. submitted their bids today at 7:15 a.m. Third supplier is Audacious Site, received again today at 7:20. Fourth supplier is KFB Marketing, received again today at 8:37 a.m. And the last supplier to submit their quotation is Tacloban PNP Ventures Corporation, submitted today at 8:40 a.m. No other RFQs will receive, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. For the record, these are the RFQ quotations that will be opened and subject to the preliminary examination for RFQ number 25-023. Secretariat, please open the bid box and retrieve all envelopes for RFQ number 25-023 and hand them to the technical working group for the record. And DPWH, kindly confirm if the envelopes correspond to the suppliers identified earlier by the Bank Secretariat.
Chair, we confirm that the envelopes will be crossed correspond to the suppliers earlier identified in the box area for RFQ number 25-0, bearing the box caveats date and time received stock.
Thank you. Please proceed with the opening of envelopes and taking up of quotations.
With your permission, Mr. Chair, we will now open the quotation of DEO building and display the RFQ form of its Mr. Chair, we have opened taken up the quotation of DEO building and became the first RFQ form. We respectfully refer the RFQ form to the actual person for the reading of the price together with the
Thank you. For the record, I have now the RFQ form of DEO Trading. We now proceed with the quotations of the next supplier, DRG Office and School Supplies. DWG, please confirm the envelope you are holding is the envelope of DRG Office and School Supplies.
We confirm that the envelope handed to DRG office and school supplies.
For the record, I have now the RFQ form of DRG Office and School Supplies Trading. I will now proceed with the quotation of the next supplier, the Audacious Site Enterprises. And please DPWH is confirmed that the envelope you are holding is the envelope of Odysseus Site Enterprises.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Site enterprises.
For the record, I have now the RFP form of Odysseus Site Enterprises. We can proceed with the completion of the next supplier, KP Marketing. Please, DPWH, please open the envelope.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
DPWH, please confirm the envelope you are holding is the envelope of KP Marketing.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Confirm that and process the petition of KP
Thank you. For the record, I have now the petitions of KP Marketing. Now, proceed to the last supplier, the Global TET Ventures Corporation. DPWH, please confirm the envelope you are holding is the envelope of the Global TET Ventures Corporation.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Confirm that this envelope is from the Global Ventures Corporation.
Thank you. For the record, I have now the RFP form of Tacloban TET Ventures Corporation. Thank you, DPWH. Considering that all RQ envelopes quotations for RQ number 25-023 have now been opened by the BAC DPWH and the corresponding financial proposals have been referred to the chair and remain on the table within my reach and clear view. We shall now read into the record the total bid prices as indicated in the duly signed RQ for RQ number 25-023. The total bid price of DEO Trading 967,564 pesos. 967,564 pesos. The total complete price of DIR and School Supplies and Trading of DRG, Office and School Supplies, 1,398,650. 1,398,650. Quoted price of Odysseus Site Enterprises 1,695,607 pesos and 26 centavos. 1,695,607 pesos and 26 centavos. Please,
Mr. Chair, I recognize.
you are recognized for Secretariat.
May I call the representative of KP Marketing? Naman, we would like you to acknowledge that this is stapled. Please stand and acknowledge that. the quotation is equal.
And we will do this. For KFP marketing, 1,392,966 pesos only. 1,392,966 pesos only. For Tacloban PET Ventures Corporation, 1,702,677 pesos and 50 centavos only. 1,702,677 pesos and 50 centavos only. These quoted prices as brief shall be reflected in the abstract of quotations for RFQ number 25-023. And for the record, the figures we have read today are based on the RFQ forms as submitted by the suppliers. The RFQ and their supporting documents are hereby returned to the DPWH for the conduct of the preliminary examination on non-discretionary pass-fail basis. DPWH, you may now begin the preliminary examination of the RFQ and quotations.
Mr. Chair,
I recognize you, Tayo.
so for the technical working group, you may also refer on screen for the terms and conditions if you have no copy of the checklist based on the terms and conditions. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Secretary. Noted.
Mr. Chair, based on the terms and conditions and documents submitted by DEO Trading, the preliminary examination on non-discretionary pass for fail basis with the following findings. For DEO Trading, the delivery period 15 to 30 calendar days. Warranty 12 months. Price validity 16 calendar days.
Mr. Chair, we are still missing. How about number one? Are all entries type written or written? All entries are type written or written.
Originally written instruction. They are subject to registration. Then UPI certificate. Discretionary. Diligence. One to five, city five. Some item in terms of condition, if they are not applicable. Some items if you are the foregoing, we recommend that the applications of DEO may be rated fail due to non-submission of omnibus word statement, income tax, brochure, and the brochure starts
Complete, incomplete, completion.
Mr. Chair, Director Tiger, for the record, Mr. Chair, for purposes of the minutes, maybe we clarified again of the reasons for the recommendation of the DPWH. So first is incomplete entry on the RFQ, and then non-submission of omnibus warrant statement, as well as the income tax and brochure, as well as the delivery period, not specific or not specific. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Secretariat. And thank you, PWG. In view of the recommendation, the matter is hereby referred to the committee for appropriate action. May I now hear a motion to adopt the findings and recommendation of the PWG for DEO trading for RFQ number 23-023.
Motion to adopt.
Any second? Any objection? There being no objection, the motion is carried out. The bank hereby adopts the findings and recommendations of the bank PWG for quotations of JU trading under RFQ number 25-023. Accordingly, JU trading is hereby rated failed and declared non-compliant due to incomplete entry of RFQ, no attachment of multiple source statement, attachment of income tax return, no brochure, and not specific delivery date or period, and thus disqualified for further evaluation for RFQ number 25-023. DWG, you may proceed with the quotation of the next supplier, the DRG office and school supplies.
For the second bidder, DRG office and supplies, school supplies, branded model, Canon, delivery period 20 calendar days, warranty 3 months, price validity 60 calendar days.
Order, please. Take it, order, please.
Omnibus for statement, signed and notarized. Tax clearance, check. Request, check. Use, permit, check. Payers, registration, check. Certificate of registration, check. Annual income tax return, check. User, check. Here the following, we recommend the quotation of their DEO and scope supplies. It is passed and be declared compliant of preliminary examination stage, subject to detailed evaluation and post-qualification.
Thank you, DWG. In view of the DWG's recommendation, the matter is hereby referred to the Committee for Appropriate Action. I now hear a motion to adopt the findings and recommendations of the BAC DWG for DRG office and school supplies for RFQ number 25-023. Any objection?
None, Mr. Chair.
There being no objection, the motion is carried. The BAC hereby adopts the findings and recommendations of the BAC DWG for the quotations of DRG office and school supplies under RFQ number 25-023. Accordingly, DRG office and school supplies is hereby rated pass and declared compliant at this stage for this RFQ. DWG, you may now proceed to the next supplier.
Supplier, issue type, enterprises, brand and model, alpha, and delivery period, 20 calendar days, warranty, 3 months, price validity, 60 calendar days. Omnibus for statement, signed and notarized. Certificate of registration, platinum membership, check. check. DEO certificate of distribution check.
Sure.
Are all these please? With it?
We recommend that the application of design the prices we rated failed due to consultation of some tax. For sure.
Thank you, DWG. In view of the DWG's recommendation, the matter is hereby referred to the committee for appropriate action. May I hear motion to adopt the findings and recommendations of the BAC DWG for audacious site enterprises under RP number. Any objection? There being no objection, the motion is carried. The BAC hereby adopts the findings and recommendation of the BAC DWG for quotation of audacious site enterprises under RQ-025-023. Accordingly, audacious site enterprises is hereby declared and declared non-compliant due to no attachment of income tax and closure, and thus disqualified for further evaluation for RQ number 25-023. DWG, you may proceed with the application. Next supplier.
The next slide is AFP marketing. Brand and model. Brochure check. Delivery period 20 calendar days. Warranty 3 months. Price validity 60 calendar days. Certificate of transmission check. Your permit check. Clearance check. Omnibus for statement. Signed by Mr. Morales. Roll the tax form.
Please. Thank you.
We recommend that the application of Baybay marketing be rated, pass, and be declared compliant at the preliminary examination stage, subject to detailed evaluation and post-qualification inspection.
Thank you, DWG. In view of the DWG's recommendation, the matter is hereby referred to the committee for further action. May I now hear a motion to adopt the findings and recommendation of the DWG for PFP marketing under RFQ number 25-023.
Motion to adopt the findings.
Second.
Any objection?
And Mr. Chair.
There being no objection, the motion is carried. The BAC hereby adopts the findings and recommendations of the BAC DWG for the quotation of PFP marketing under RFQ number 25-023. Accordingly, PFP marketing is hereby rated pass and declared compliant at this stage for this RFQ. PWG may now proceed to the next supplier.
Approval made with Insurance Corporation. Brand and model.
For brand application.
Delivery period, 20 calendar days, warranty, 3 months, price validity, 60 calendar days. Omnibus for statement. Signed but not authorized. Single business permit, check, tax clearance, check, certificate of registration, AR certificate of registration, check, certificate of registration, check. Roll the tax. Here for doing, we recommend that the application of Procurement Insurance Corporation be rated failed due to non-submission of omnibus statement, income tax, brochure, and brand.
Thank you, DWG. The view of the DWG's recommendation, the matter is hereby referred to the committee for appropriate action. May I now hear a motion to adopt the findings and recommendations of the DWG for Tacloban DPWH Corporation for RFQ number 25-023.
Motion to adopt the findings of the global pay indicators.
Second motion.
Any objection?
None, Mr. Chair.
There being no objection, the motion is carried. The BAC hereby adopts the findings and recommendations of the BAC DPWH for the quotations of the Global Pay Ventures Corporation under RFP number 25-023. Accordingly, the Global Pay Ventures Corporation is hereby rated failed and declared not compliant due to no attachment of brochure, brand, or income tax return, omnibus rules statement, and not authorized, and thus disqualified from further evaluation for RFP number 25-023. For the record, all RFQs or petitions for RFQ number 25-023 have now been opened. The fact for the ABC and the voted prices have been read and quoted in the abstracts of petitions, and preliminary past fair examination documents have been conducted based on the RFQ terms and conditions. The BAC, with the assistance of the DPWH and Secretariat, shall proceed with the detailed evaluation and post-qualifications of the quotations to determine the lowest calculated responsive quotations that is found responsive to the RFQ requirements, and thereafter prepare the BAC solution recommending award for consideration and approval by the head of the procuring entity. We now proceed to the next contract, RFQ number 25-ID-023. Sorry, 024. We now take up RFQ number 25-024, Secretariat, for the record how many RFQs or quotations were received for this procurement at Bravo.
Yes, Mr. Chair. So for RFQ number 25-024, procurement of technical services for calibration of surveying equipments, the Secretariat reports that as of the deadline for the submission of request for quotation, no supplier or no quotation was received by the Secretariat. So pursuant to section 34.3D of the IRR Body 12001, Mr. Chair, I would like to refer for the decision of the BAC to extend the deadline for submission.
What is the decision of the committee?
And also, Mr. Chair, a specific deadline or until when we will extend. We can extend, we can open again the quotation or extend it Thursday next week, or consider as well our schedule for next week. We have opening on 16 and 17 for civil works. Afternoon. We have after the civil works. Right after this. So that's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Secretariat. We now proceed to agenda 3. We open the floor to any participating supplier or BAC members who wishes to place on the record any comment, clarification, or observation regarding the opening of petitions and preliminary examination conducted today. Kindly state your name, your company, firm, agency, and the contract ID to which your comment refers. Secretariat, kindly take note of the record and for the minutes purposes and any comments, reactions raised.
Mr. Chair, for the record, all of the prospective suppliers or participating suppliers went out already. So I think there are no more comments to be discussed, Mr. Chair.
There being no further comments or reactions, agenda 3 is hereby closed. Let's proceed to agenda 4. There being no matters for discussion, may I hear a motion to adjourn this occasion of petitions?
Motion to adjourn.
Any objection?
None, Mr. Chair.
There being no objection, this opinion of petitions is hereby adjourned. At 10:04, December 11, 2020. Thank you and good morning.